morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me. Sherry's not here because she's in pain, and I've been in pain. So since pain is presenting, um, this is what I'm going to be speaking about: is pain, and what we have both been experiencing. Um, has been very painful. And for Sherry, her mouth, her teeth, she's had to have a tooth pulled, and her tongue is swollen. She's on medication. And she said, I guess I should stop talking. And I said, no, it's not about not talking. It's about the root of your tooth holds a lot of information. And I have had trouble with my tailbone and went to an osteopath, and he said there's absolutely nothing wrong with my tailbone. Now, I'm not sure if that's ever happened to you, that you've gone to a doctor and they said, well, nothing's wrong with you. Maybe we should maybe you should dive deeper into your concerns. um, so when I hear that, then I know that there's something deeper going on. And with the good help from a lovely friend of mine, Morgan, she helped me realize what the um, tailbone is about. It does store a lot of information. Our body is a suitcase of emotions and events, and more times than not, people believe that the pain is just pain, but the pain is stemming from somewhere. The extension of it is the pain to get your attention. So, as much as your arm hurts, or your leg hurts, or any part of your body hurts, it's hurting because there's something else going on that is deeper than what is surfacing. So, how deep does one want to go? Many people push their emotions away, and as a child, Um, I did just that because I was not allowed to express how I feel. So when you don't express how you feel, it gets stored in the body. And through our life and lives, our body is a suitcase, all broken down in little compartments. And when something happens in the body, for example, a simple thing, a headache, what is causing the headache? Sometimes it is the noise. Sometimes there's something else that somebody hit you on the head, but that too has a purpose. Um, so it's really stepping outside of everything that's going on in your life and trying to just dive deeper into what's presenting. So every part of your body has a purpose. And as I said, is a suitcase to the emotions that you've been carrying. So typically, to do any type of healing, first of all, going to a doctor is a good thing to find out if there is something that is going on that you need to be aware of. And even if there is an infection or something deeper is going on in the body that needs medical care, it doesn't stop there. If anything, that's where it starts, because then you have to go underneath what is there and find out why it was created. So the same is believing too that you have the ability to heal. You see, we've been told that we need a doctor to heal, but it's only part of the process. You have to look at the big picture. Your body is a very complex, incredible um, vehicle that is so intricate and has the ability to heal. But if other things are going on, it doesn't know where to begin. For example, plant only needs water and sun. But if you kept it in the darkness and fed it coffee, would it live? So what are you putting into the body? That's probably one of the most important things to realize. And again, it's the emotions. So when you, for example, with my tailbone, I had to go down deep into the tailbone to discover what was there. What was it that was wanting so desperately to come out that I couldn't figure it out? So, with guidance, I was led back into the tailbone and realized there was such a deep connection there of storage of information about disconnected and feeling hopeless, and these are things that I just thought were not there anymore, but they were. So then I had to go into the belief that I had the ability to heal it. I've been dealing with this tailbone issue for a good 4 or 5 months, and it's been painful. So when you look at someone with a sore tooth like Sherry and it's infected and she's on medication, it's not to say don't take the medication because that's going to help the body to heal faster, but you have to go in behind the infection into the tooth itself. So it's like you're yeah, it's like you're diving into the root of the tooth and having a conversation with the tooth and finding out what is it that I need to know about what's stored within you that needs to be healed. A lot of the posts I speak about is um, how your all your emotions are long lost orphans within you, and they've been there for a long time. And they keep showing up every time you get triggered. And this is where we can get trapped into the story of he said and she said. But it's not about the story. It's about what is the emotion that you're feeling. So what I usually do when I help people with their healing process, the simplest way, is that I have them imagine. I mean, you can take your hands and say, if it's the emotion of anger, for example, then it's like, can you imagine seeing that part of you? Can you imagine seeing him or her with anger? See her, see him in your mind's eye. What does she look like? What is she wearing? Get connected to that part of you as though it is a child, because it is a child. So just imagine, for example, you have a child and it's sitting on your lap and it's so angry. So typically it's like, stop being angry, but no, allow yourself to feel the anger. Allow the child sitting on your lap to experience and feel the anger. Hold that child. Just imagine closing your eyes and holding that child in your arms without questioning it or why are you angry or stop being. Just hold that child in your arms and embrace that child with so much love, and just go through the process of saying, I am so sorry I've ignored you. I realize that you're angry and I appreciate you being here and I love you. Say whatever it is you can say to a child to help that child feel safe. These are the children that are running around causing havoc in your body. Anger and fear, I mean, those are, fear is probably the worst, not the worst, I hate to say that, but the extension of fear is causing a lot of dis-ease in the body. It's not disease, it's dis-ease. The emotions cause dis-ease. Find out what is the cause behind it. Find out the emotion. Embrace it and love it. Take the time to walk through that garden with that child. The most important thing here is to believe that you have the ability to do this. to take back your power and say, I can do this. Because so many people have chosen to give that power to others. So what are you choosing? I am choosing to heal myself. I am choosing to work with this body because you see, this is the only body I have. And I want to be on this planet as long as possible. And I will do whatever it is I can do. That is my commitment to me. So I pay attention to what I eat. I pay attention to what I say. I mean, as simple as saying, I'm getting old. No, because when you start saying you're getting old, you're telling your body to do that, and your body will only do what you tell it to do. So if you can just go inside of yourself and say, okay, I have, for example, someone I know is going through cancer. And I said to her, I said, you need to love the cancer. She said, oh, no, I'm not going to love that. I've been fighting it forever. Yeah. You know, it's so simple to say that it's God's fault or it's my parents' fault that I am this way. No, it's not. Those are based on the choices you are making. And now you have the ability to make a different choice. So you choose to say, I'm going to take back my power now. And I choose to heal this body because I love this body. I want to be on the planet for a very long time. And I want to be free of every and any dis-ease within the body. So, what are you doing to help you to get to that place? Your emotions are like, I guess the simplest way of saying is like a string of pearls. So, the very first time you ever felt anger, who knows when that string of pearls started? But every time you felt anger, that pearl got added and another got added. And so people are walking around with these um, necklaces, pearl necklaces that are like miles long, and it's all anger. And then you have one for fear, for every emotion. So what people do is they're just kind of working at one pearl at a time, but you can't. You got to keep going. You've got miles of anger to heal. But the funny thing with healing is that the more you do it, the easier it becomes. The more that you handle sadness, the next time you're not sitting in sadness for 4 days. You might only be sitting in sadness for 3 days. The same with fear. You might feel fear for an hour, but then it will dissipate. You see, so it's what you're choosing to do. It's allowing that emotion to come up and it's embracing it, saying, I see you, I feel you, thank you. And like a cloud, you let it go. But if you're choosing to hang on to it and get stuck in the story, then you're just creating more space for the story to grow. And then then you're adding all more pearls to those already existing necklaces of pearls of anger, fear, sadness, hurt, anxiety, whatever. They are all jewels. They're there waiting for you to work with that because it's, a lovely soul on TikTok saying, this world is crazy and it's full of anger and hatred. And I go, yeah, but that's you. What movie are you watching? Choose to watch a different movie. Choose to say, I'm in control of my life and I'm choosing that I will no longer stay in anger and fear. I'll do everything in my power to stay in my heart. Make that commitment. Don't wait for someone else to do it for you. You can go to all the therapists you want in the world. You can go on all the diets to lose all. No, it's what are you doing for yourself? Because people rely on other ones. Says you fix it. No, you have to fix it. Take that responsibility. Your body can only do what you do for your body. If you honestly believe you can heal and you go inside of yourself and say, I can heal this, start by doing that. But does it happen overnight? No. You are who you are and have been for a long time. How long does this take? I don't know. It's certainly a lot easier today to do the healing process than it was way back when I was starting. There's the energy on this planet is making it so much simpler and so much easier, but you have to make that choice. You have to step off that treadmill you've called life, get out of that programming of saying you have to do this and you have to do that because you have to fit there. Start making different choices for yourself. Because you see, that is your journey. It's what are you choosing? How are you choosing? Just make a choice. If you desire to live a healthy life, then say it. Say it out loud. I desire to live a healthy life. Show me what I need to do. And watch what shows up. Your emotions, as I said, are like orphans. They're there. They're rotten little kids trying to get your attention, and they will keep biting you in the ass till you wake up. Because that's what happens. They bite you in the ass. And if you're not waking up from that, then guess what? Then you knock your knee, or you hit your head, or you have a car accident, or you break your leg, or you break your ankle. It's gonna get so intense on you till you snap out of it. Why I broke my wrist? I've never been in the hospital. Broke my wrist, 5 screws in my wrist. I walked out of the woods. I still had 20 minutes to walk to my car, and I was holding my wrist after almost passing out. And I couldn't believe I broke it. I've never broken anything. And I walked out of the forest and said, damn it, God, what the hell? And all I heard was, would you listen another way? Would you have listened? And I said, no, I probably wouldn't have. I would have just continued on my merry way and pretended that everything was fine. So I made a choice then. I make choices all the time. I said, okay, I'm really hearing you. I'm really feeling you, God. And I'm sorry I have shut you out and made you responsible for all my chaos. You see, that is healing. That is starting from a point where you say, I'm ready to surrender and trust that there's a bigger power out there. God didn't put me in this. God didn't create my life. I did, based on my choices. So what are you choosing? And this is not something you just, oh, I'm going to do this today and not do it tomorrow. No. If you committed yourself to going to a club to work out, or committed yourself to be on a diet, or committed yourself to take an incredible course that's going to make you earn more money, why don't you put the same energy into committing to taking care of your heart and soul? And you know what? People say, well, I got to earn money. Do you not think that if you started working from your heart, the money that will come into you, the wealth that you will create will be off the charts? And you know what? You wouldn't even have to fight for it or struggle for it, because then you're in your heart. Then you start trusting and surrendering. And then you'll see all the gifts that you've created. You did it, not me. It's because you've made that commitment. It's not about pleasing others. It's about deciding my life is so important. My body, without it, I would not be. And I say that every night. Without my body, I would not be. So I think this is where you need to begin to be honest. It's about honesty. It's about trust. It's about realizing the power that you hold within yourself, giving yourself the permission, allowing yourself that time and that space to do this, and just shut down all those movies and people that are pulling you the wrong way. Follow your heart. Your heart will never, ever lead you astray. So I see there's some comments there, and I so appreciate them, but I can't talk and read comments at the same time. Thank you so much for being here with me, and thank you for watching the replay. And please do share your thoughts. Someone said it takes, I ask people to be brave and share their thoughts, because you see, you have a perspective that other people will not have. And just the way you write it just might trigger something in them, and they'll go, "Oh, I finally got it." So sharing your thoughts is vital to helping people heal. It's just not me. It's what you say and do is so vital to this existence and how this world will continue to unfold. So I love your questions, and thank you so much. From my heart to yours, blessings and so much love. And have an incredibly beautiful, fun loving day.